What's up, family? I was out here working in the garden, about to go in. It's getting a little late, but I figured I'd just go on and shoot a video, throw it up on YouTube, and share the garden with my family so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. I do container and raised bed. Got some mint here, broccoli. Most of the stuff you see is left over from last year. I threw some celery in. I started some seeds in the house. Them things been there about 2 months. They've probably grown maybe 3/4 of an inch. They germinated though, so I'm gonna keep them going. I'm gonna trellis something here. I think I got some sweet pea and morning glory vine plants there. A lot of collards left over, some broccoli left over. Some of it might make it, some of it won't. Decided to throw some celery up in this corner here. This corner gets a little shady. Check this soil out. Y'all love this soil. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. So rich. See them worms running around, y'all? So what I do is, my neighbors, he must get about 60 bags of leaves at the end of the season. And he'll come out, mow them, bag them up, and I just go pick them up. And I'll run them through my leaf mulcher, which gets them a little bit finer than what his mower does. And I'll just drop them on the beds over winter. And then when the spring comes, I'll pull all of them off. I'll top my soil off, and then I lay the leaves right back on top. And that's how I mulch them like that. So you can see I got pots, containers, raised beds I built. A little bit of everything going on in here. This is where I normally do my watermelon. Over here. Got some more celery I planted over here. Probably dropped a couple of bell peppers in here. Collard greens again. This is lavender here. I just moved that lavender there from somewhere else. This is chocolate mint, starting to come back a little bit. Back up this side. This is another lavender. I broke up one big lavender plant into 3 and repotted them. Some bee balm there. That was in another pot, another spot close to the house. I broke that in half and planted it here. That one's already starting to get some growth coming in. This is my asparagus bed. Some onions I started in the house. Now I'm probably not even going to use them things. Just a quick tour, show y'all what I got going on. These are potatoes. I started these potatoes about 3-4 days ago. So wait and see what's going to happen with that. First time growing potatoes. Some red cabbage from last year. I dropped that celery down in there. This is my little herb section. Some Greek oregano. I just planted dill. That's French tarragon, I think that's pronounced it. That's coming back from last year. Some chives back there in the corner. Some thyme, parsley that started growing back. Now I believe this might be Italian oregano in the front here, but I'm going to put some chamomile in one of the pots and see what that do. These are my grapes here, starting to bud out. And I put some hanging baskets up here. And what I do is I'll plant some kind of pollinator plants and a couple sweet potato vines, different color sweet potato vines. The candles are solar candles, so at night they come on. Had to get out here and do this now because other times I thought about doing it, that wind chime was just going off. My deck, I just built this deck this season, so everything on this side here is new. I planted some plants I got from the dollar store in these pots. I'm gonna see if they take off. This is the other piece of that lavender I was telling you about. But the bed itself, I want to do mainly flowers over this side here. There's some carrots underneath these in these teal colored buckets. I'm gonna put in this bin here, this bed here, and then in this bed here, I just stuck this there. But I'm gonna get a piece of cattle panel and I'm gonna stake it down in there and raise it up. And then I'm gonna plant some vining plants in both of those. And just kind of let them weave in and out the fence also. These are blackberries. I just planted these. They was dormant when I planted them, but you can see they start to get a little greenery on it. Some more carrots. And the green buckets are all peas. This is a different blackberry plant here. Trellis I made for it. I'll try to attach it to the trellis somehow. I'm gonna see how that goes. Never grew blackberries before. Like I said, the green buckets are all peas. Got some calla lilies here. Then I have some Asiatic lilies that I transplanted from another part of the house. That's a little greenery you see. There's nothing in these beds yet here. But I have a whole bunch of annual and perennial starts in the house. Flowers, pollinating flowers. I got some butterfly bush. I got a couple of butterfly bush that I'm trying. I only want one of them to make it. If one of them makes it, I'm fine. So that's a shot of what I'm doing here. And still constantly doing something every day. Every day is something. Like I said, I just stretched it out. It's 30 by 40 feet. It was 30 by 30, but I added this 10 feet. And you can see I haven't finished mulching it, but I got to mulch this little extra 10 feet here all the way around. Okay, up here is where I keep my compost. And these were leftover leaves and coffee grinds that I layered. You can see, and then up top you see there is the compost that was unfinished from this pile over here. So this pile over here was roughly about the same size as that pile. This is what was left over. This is unfinished here. So I take it and I shift it. Shift. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Don't mess with me, y'all. Don't start commenting on me now. Talk about my accent and my pronunciation. But I'm in my soil with my compost, some cocoa coir, perlite, peat moss, whatever I had. Here you see like stuff that I've got. Whenever I find something on sale, I'll buy it up and I'll just stick it over here until I need it. A couple of bags of black cow. Believe it or not, fam, Home Depot in my neighborhood had these last year. They were getting rid of them. They had the raised bed mix and the organic garden mix. $1 a bag. I think I bought 60 something bags. I think it was 60 something bags of that raised bed mix and about another 40 of the organic garden soil. And you see what I have left. I got 3 bags left. This, I go to Lowe's, get these busted bags. I think these are $1 a bag, 75 cents a bag, something like that. This is a bag of spent coffee grounds. Neighborhood Starbucks that I go to. Don't drink coffee, but I go there because they put their coffee grounds out. Sometimes you might get 3-4 bags that size. Sometimes you don't get anything. I just ride by as I'm up in that area. So that's the compost section. Oh, these here, I almost forgot. I built these a couple years ago, and they worked fine for a little while. But then my neighbors started giving me so much as far as grass clippings and leaves. And you see here, I did use this last year, but I stuck a bunch of, it was finished for the most part, and then I stuck a bunch of leaves in there, so kind of messed it all up. But I used some of it, and then I just throw it in my big bin. Well, I might be all over the place. I don't know if y'all can see me or not. I apologize, people. But these spin. Got some holes. Like I said, I built these, I believe, a couple years ago. And they worked fine for me for a while. But then I was getting so much material with the veggies and all the scraps from our house. See my bins working now. It had been dormant for a little bit. Can y'all see that? For a little while I wasn't doing anything, but then as I started dumping onto the pile, that's getting a little air in there, started working out. Alright, y'all, let me show y'all. So y'all see I'm rearranging things and just normal spring, getting ready for the season, garden stuff. I'm up here in Maryland, Zone 7, Baltimore County. So over here, I just planted this onion bed yesterday. Those onions you saw over there were the onions I had left over. So like I said, I'm probably not going to do anything with it. I normally do my peppers here because the deer are treacherous. So I do like hot peppers here. There's strawberries in here. See, they starting to come a little. They were coming back a little more, but when I topped it off, took all the leaves off and topped it off, you know, I buried all the greenery that was in there. Strawberries take a lick and keep on ticking. Got a lot of weeding to do. All right, now over here closer to the house, I do. That's bee balm there. This whole pot was filled up with bee balm, and then I broke it up with a shovel and I took some over to the garden area. These pots will probably have hot peppers in them. Got a bunch of herbs around here. That's my rosemary. This is Greek. This Italian oregano here. It's starting to come back. See, I topped all that off, so that's why they come and they'll spread out. Some lemon balm, sage. And walk over here with me. This is mint here. I believe this is sweet mint. No. Yeah, this is sweet mint. Over in the garden, I got a big thing of peppermint like that. And then over here is spearmint. And I don't know why, but the spearmint seems to take longer to come back than the sweet mint, but it comes back every year. Both of these mints are probably about 4 years old. So that is my garden that I've been saying I was going to share with you guys. Saying to myself that I want to share with you guys, and I figured, well, what better time than now? So let me thank y'all for joining me in this, my first upload. Like, subscribe, comment, share your thoughts, how I did. Any comments you might have on advice, all of that good stuff. Looking forward to it. Thank y'all for joining me. See you soon, fam.